349 of the Pour Horsemen Podcast. You've got LP here today. We have DJ Silk. We will also have Armory on the set here in a little bit. And we also have our brother Phil. But we are celebrating a birth. You know, it's a blessing to be alive. Mm-hmm. You know, like many of us are not alive. But this person is. You know what I'm saying? This person is definitely alive.
I'm alive.
Many of us are walking around as non-playable characters. This person definitely is not walking around as an NPC. Mm-hmm. Sister Nancy, do you mind just standing up real quick so we could serenade you appropriately for your birth? Okay, and in 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, special shout out to Nancy. Nancy has been following us for years. She is a intricate part of the Pour Horsemen.
Without question.
She damn near a fourth member, to be honest with you. This woman comes through all the time for us. I want to let her know that we appreciate her so much. And
So we got an audience mic just for this moment. If anyone else wants to give salutations to Nancy, not in a freak off voice like Energizer just did.
Yeah.
A normal voice. Please pass the mic around if anybody wants to say anything for our sister Nancy.
I felt like if I didn't say anything, Nancy would
you be a fraud.
Get in my ass. Okay.
Bullshit.
So everybody in the podcast community knows that, like, if you know me, you know Nancy. You know Ebony and Ivory. And Ebony and Ivory. I'm Ivory. I'm Ivory. Okay. We definitely, as somebody mentioned a while ago, like, oh shit, y'all are friends in real life. No, like, we friends in real life. Like, we FaceTime. Our kids know each other. Like, she look out for my daughter. I look out for her kids. We check on the kids. Like, the baby. Yeah, fuck them kids today though. Like, right now, fuck them kids. But any other day, any other time, we love the babies. And you're like, have a heart of gold. Like, you tell me to toughen up. You also tell me to be nice. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm Ivory. Yes, And everybody knows that to know Nancy is to know, like, love and to know that somebody's gonna look out for them and have their back.
Facts.
Oh.
Anyone else want to say anything about
Anybody else? Okay.
Nancy?
I just love you, Nancy. You're amazing, and you know what you're doing in that kitchen. But no, like, from the moment that I met you, like, I could tell that you, just like how Tracy said, you have a heart of gold and you care about others. You will put blood, sweat, and tears in anything that you do. Even you crafting Pour Horsemen waters and just bringing anything to the podcast, like, you truly pour into them. So thank you. It's hard to find another Nancy, and you are one of a kind. You're a gem. You make everybody laugh. You light up the room when you walk in, and you're just amazing. We love you, sis.
We love you, man.
You're my boy, Blue.
Anybody else? All right. Crockett Law would also like to say something in the back, please.
All right, Nancy, I'm going to be very short with you, but feliz cumpleaños. No hay nada en el mundo como tú.
You're not the only person who knew what you said.
That nigga gets sexy.
Right. Like, we're not allowing that.
We need freak off translations.
I'm not allowing that. Okay.
We need subtitles now that he is.
You know what I'm saying? Enough of the sappy things.
Yeah. Sentimental shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of that shit. We love Nancy.
Happy birthday, though.
But her birthday's over now. Like, we did what we need to do.
We did.
Let's get into what we came here to do today. First things first. This episode is brought to you by Crockett Law and Bank on Bryan. We just recently shot a CYA. He gave me some information that I plan to use when I sue you too. So there's some things that y'all been doing that I don't like.
Phil, don't worry about it. I was here for it. I heard it.
Oh, my bad. So I'm planning to slip and fall And if you two don't do the appropriate things, y'all are going to prison and I have y'all life. So my new name is LP Silk and LP Phil. And I will own y'all after this. But if you have personal injury, any of those type of details, please reach out to him at Bank on Brian. You can even DM him on social media and they will reach back out to you, Crockett.law. This episode is also brought to you by us because we are hosting our first game day.
Come on, man.
Next week. Yeah, clap it up for the game day.
Give it up.
I will be DJing the game day though. I don't trust it.
Hey, hold on, man. Time out.
I'm taking your job, bro.
LP,
What you need?
if you DJ,
It's gonna
we
be
are
hard.
going to listen to
All
nothing
love
but
songs.
R&B,
Love songs.
slow jam,
Crying.
quiet storm.
We gonna be crying in
thunder
here.
in the background.
It's gonna be
Red light. Somebody gonna record a voicemail.
It's either gonna be
Sorry,
a freak
I'm not
off
here
in
right
here
now, but
or a fight. Like one of the two is happening, but
There's no in
there's no in between.
between.
But we will be having our first official game day here, May 25th from 12 to 4. We encourage y'all to pull up on us. We testing out some games today to see how it'll flow, but also be prepared to shoot a jump shot. Just letting you know that.
Interesting.
By the
Interesting.
room, I'm the only one who has proven their jump shot on the pod.
Damn, you see how you talking crazy?
I just wonder if we could flash back, John, if you could find the clip of me, knocking it down at the rodeo.
Knocking it down is aggressive. Like, maybe change that language. Like, I mean,
sometimes you gotta knock it down. Man.
I mean, knocking down is strong. Like, I mean, we don't like that right now. This is an environment where you shouldn't be saying that in this moment. Would you like to change that?
Nah.
Wait, who is this?
I don't even know I don't even know what y'all are talking about. I didn't hear nothing.
Okay, so to get this out the way, because it's the uncomfortable part of the conversation.
Definitely.
I think we do have to talk about what's happening with Brother Love, Sean Combs, Diddy in this trial that's on his 4th day. But I want to take a different lens. All right. We know that heinous things were happening. I think we're all aware of that. We know that Cassie is being cross-examined at this point. We also know that there's more that the feds probably have on Diddy. I personally believe that there's no way you beat an FBI case. I think FBI has 99%?
It's like 85 low key.
It's pretty high. Yeah. So we assume 98. You had a mic too, and you just yelling out. You see, brothers, he don't want to use his quiet store voice no more. Catch Energizer at 50-15 though. But anyway, but I want to take a different lens.
Yeah.
Are the people who allowed Diddy to do this, should they also be included in this case? Because he had people getting the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. He had people setting up the hotel. He had people buying off the cameramen when they had that. I think there's more accountability just than the one man. And we'll talk about, I think, some of the things that happened with Diddy. I think bro went insane. Things happen. But why is no one else being held accountable for what's been going on?
But I think it just goes to the nature of the charge. He's being charged with a RICO. So if you are getting a racketeering charge, usually how it works is they gather up all of the little people first and everybody just starts pointing up at you.
Yeah.
And then now you're the guy that's on the hook. He's the guy that's on the hook. If they're charging him for what they're charging him with, you saying he orchestrated this racketeering and this sex trafficking using all of your businesses, well, he's ahead of all of those businesses. It ain't nobody else to point to.
Give me that question again.
Why is no one else being held accountable but him?
Diddy's such a powerful person, and I'm not saying this from a lens of when you have power and money like Diddy has, and the power that he has is the reach is extended, right? And so people are scared. I mean, you literally scared. If the man threaten you, it's a real threat. Like coming from Diddy, you're scared. Hey, you better go do this, or I'm gonna expose you for this, or I'm gonna have somebody do this to you. man, people got families. You dealing with people that are regular working people. Some may be celebrities. I don't know. We'll find out as the trial goes on. But it's the power, man. He was on a power trip, a major one, like no one has ever seen before. He just wanted to be in control of everything, every emotion, every feeling, everything. The dude was, that shit sad. It's sad to see though.
Now you mentioned power trip.
Uh-huh.
So I've read the case, and I read more text. I know. Thanks a lot. Reading Rainbow did me well. Now, I also read the text messages that Cassie had been sending since 2009. Not since 15.
Yeah.
When a lot of this was supposed to be occurring.
Yeah.
I read the messages from 2009. Yeah. I'm not taking away what Diddy was doing in this environment.
Yeah.
But was Cassie victim of like Stockholm syndrome or not wanting to leave her abuser? Because a lot of it seemed like if I was reading the messages, some of that she was with.
She was with a lot of it.
But I don't know how we're supposed to take that.
She's a co-conspirator, for sure.
She initiated it at times. Like
there were times that Diddy wasn't even there.
Yeah, like he left sometimes and she was there. But
I feel like she was young, right?
I think
no doubt.
So you know when you get a young woman as a man, or as an older man, you can kind of mold a young woman.
And that's where I'm going with it. I think you run into a situation to where I don't think it was like in the beginning a manipulation type of thing. I think it was just you found this young girl who hadn't experienced anything. And
she was with Ryan Leslie, bro.
Yeah, she was.
Like so.
But he may not be
Diddy
sexually in the same wheelhouse as
man. People be freaks,
Diddy.
bro.
I get it, but I'm just
people
saying,
be freaks.
like,
and you don't know people be freaks.
But she came out and said that he introduced her to a lot of different things, and you just maybe enjoyed it, and now you cool with it. But that it doesn't negate what he's being charged with.
Oh no, without
their
question.
relationship for me is irrelevant to the charges of the case, in the sense of, one, Cassie's not the one that's on trial. Two, their relationship isn't necessarily on trial as far as, him being violent or him forcing her to do things. Right. The whole thing is, did you traffic sex workers?
Yeah.
And he did.
By the letter of the law,
he did.
He seems pretty guilty to me.
But okay, so,
and all of this other stuff is a little, I don't want to say performative as far as, how they're presenting the case, but it is, because you're trying to get the jury to sympathize and empathize with this,
of course,
victim.
But people fly the fun to them.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Like,
that's a fact.
We can't sit around and say that doesn't happen.
It happens all the time, but you got caught. Like you got caught doing it.
Is it trafficking if you like voluntarily participate in this? Is it technically trafficking? Like they got ready, they packed a bag, they told friends that they was going to party with Diddy.
Yeah, but
they weren't. There was no gun at their head.
Doesn't have to
that
be.
was the world that he.
And anyone can get a mic back there. If anybody else wants to add something, please do.
If you offer anything of value in exchange for a sex act.
But a plane ticket is a thing about it.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's not hard. That's hard though, because people.
But if money is exchanging hands,
hold on. But see, the thing is, Diddy is wrong. So put the camera on me. we're not saying that Diddy is right. We're not trying to absolve him from what happened. That video of him beating her in the hallway. Her testimony around the UTIs, having mouth sores, the variety of things that were going on, him getting semen rubbed on his chest from another man. He is a wild nigga.
Yeah.
We're not absolving
him.
But null and void to what is going on in the case.
But
like what he's
being a freaky person shouldn't have you in jail.
It shouldn't.
Because people be crazy freaks.
That's where I want to go with it. So
you're a crazy freak. I got it. All right,
that's what I want to stay with the freak part.
Tell us how freaky you are. Your name is Freaky Phil.
It is.
Tell us right now.
It is. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, it's a lot of
confess your freaky sins.
People in this world.
In this room.
Probably.
What are you talking about?
Look.
I can look at them right now. They're freaks.
Yeah, for sure. So look. Diddy way over the top with this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. He on another level.
He
for
exceeded.
Sure. But it's freak offs that been happening with entertainers all this time. White man.
Yeah. Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. It's a lot. And here's the thing that I don't like the most. The divide it have between black people.
Black
men and black women. Why we always gotta be at odds?
Because I'll say that a lot of times we don't believe our women initially. We always want to, like the Tory Meg case is a perfect example.
Yeah.
The misinformation that gets put out about that, like bro wasn't even arrested for shooting her. He was arrested for having a firearm and discharging that firearm in a public place.
Yeah.
Didn't have nothing to do with her getting shot. But men, we tend to lean on protecting men. And then the women would say, man, you should just believe us.
Yeah.
And then the one time that a woman lies, that allows us to say, well, we gotta exactly. Women be lying.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what happened. Well, women do be lying.
And they do.
Women do lie.
They do.
But
they do lie.
Yo, we gotta stop doing that. We have to stop with the y'all do this, and then the response is, well, y'all do it too. We're not talking about us right now in this sense. We're talking about women who lie on men in domestic and sexual assault situations.
Yeah.
So lying is not gender exclusive.
Agreed.
So that's the part we need to be approaching it as.
But
all right, any women, what do y'all want to add any context to that? What Phil was saying, the divide between men and women as it relates to this case.
As it relates to the case, I think kind of what LP was saying, like we kind of want to rally around the women, and we, as a woman, I want to believe that she was coerced and wasn't, finessed. Her age wasn't a factor, his power wasn't a factor, and maybe at some point, like I just told Nancy, and maybe at one point she was with it until she wasn't with it, and then if you my nigga. You my man, and you're supposed to be looking out for me when I say, this doesn't feel good anymore. Or like, I don't really want to. Or anything of that nature. It should be, okay, baby. Like, we're done. We're going to wrap this up. We're done. But instead, to your point, Diddy is Diddy, and take that.
He a wild boy. Hey, when a woman say no, that's it.
No doubt.
No matter if she been with it. When she say no, that's it, bro.
A lot of dudes don't live by that.
I know that.
Yeah.
Trust me, I do. But, man. Yeah, crazy.
And it's sad because, like, as more gets exposed, it's only going to fracture the community more.
Yep.
Because wait until Dawn get on stage from what was that group?
Danny Kane.
Danny Kane. Yo, when she get on stage, like, she gonna shut this shit down. Because her stories are worse than Cassie's probably.
She gonna sing better than she ever sang in her whole life.
Yeah.
For real.
And then even it's one time they had bro from Day 26 crying in an interview.
Man.
All of them. All of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Bro,
like, if I did it, I did it.
The whole group crying. Come on,
bro.
with that baby ass shit.
Any of y'all start crying, bro, the pod is over. Like, if you start crying over sex,
bro.
If you start crying over busting a nut,
y'all are doing it right now.
What
Why
you
men
mean?
can't cry?
You
If
cannot
that was
cry.
traumatic,
You cannot cry over busting a nut. You cannot.
Why?
The one dude crying is cool.
But
the whole group? Come on, man.
We're just bonding. Like, why
Man,
can't
fuck
see,
all
if
that.
I would
If
say,
that nigga cry, I don't give a fuck.
But then no, why all three of y'all can't
all
cry?
that old shit, man.
Nah, you can't. I can't cry
Okay, that's
bond.
true. That's
if we
true.
cry,
Okay.
there's something wrong with us if we cry bond.
But no,
shit.
we definitely cry bond, and we like if Nancy or any woman in here starts crying, we're naturally gonna cry.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely not.
Why
That-
we're
it-
crying?
Men
So
don't
it's
do
I
that.
might, I might punch one of them if they start crying.
But that's the thing to
you
know.
are right now.
What you doing? You tripping?
They be like, nigga, tighten up. But to know that men do not bond and cry.
Nah, we don't do that.
Nah,
But
man.
for all of them to start crying, I look at that as like, yo, what the fuck happened?
I don't think you could cry after you got one off. I
Yeah.
think at
How do
that
you know
point,
that? How do you know one wasn't off in them? Okay.
that's aggressive.
They
what
probably
you
was
said in the
all
back,
like, oh my
you
God,
know,
we
like-
all got
Yeah,
got
nah.
Nah,
violated.
we don't
Yeah,
want to
nah.
imagine that. We're having a
Hey,
great.
But
all
no,
in all,
you
though.
need to. That may be a possibility.
Hey, look, all in all, though, Diddy is fucked up person.
Agreed.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
He's really fucked up.
Absolutely.
I think that the trial has just begun, so I don't know where they going with it. I think the prosecution kind of doing a bad job though.
It's just
It's-
so
I think so, too.
easy for the defense to pick Cassie's testimony
Pick it
apart
apart.
because
of
they
those
have
text messages.
evidence
Yeah.
of her being with it.
Initiating the freak offs.
And
But-
it's beyond a reasonable doubt. You know?
But that gets me to a topic of like with things like Diddy happening, with things like the R. Kelly situation, when things pop up where black men are accused of doing something to a black woman, like we aren't necessarily protected at all. Because
Men?
yeah,
Okay.
we're not. There is
Yeah.
no protection for us.
I would agree.
because
I would disagree with that though.
I
I think that naturally the justice system is protective of men unless it's a custody case with children. That's about the only time where it's not. Like, but other than that, the system is set up for us.
So
don't know.
let's see. You say that, but a law firm in Rhode Island published an article bringing attention to gender
nigga
bias
did.
Oh, you reading?
within the
you
judicial
read now.
system for crimes involving women as accusers. Now, on the flip side, they experienced multiple cases where the male called the police and he was arrested.
No, that's different though. That's different.
But what I'm saying is that's from the foundational level of I called the police. I'm not protected.
Yeah.
I would want them to arrest me if I called the police.
You know,
Yeah. No, I'm being for real. Like I'm of more danger than any woman around me.
Yeah.
You got to get me out of the situation, even if I'm the victim. Like, take me out of the situation.
I get that, but arresting is perfect example. I've been in a situation where the police were called and I was taken away, but I wasn't arrested because there
Yeah,
was nothing
you gotta
that I
get away from
did.
it.
They just wanted to diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
I can't
So they
believe your
just
eyes
took
so
me
green and you
somewhere.
didn't get arrested and shit. That is crazy.
Wait.
An aggressive green-eyed brother, bro. That is crazy.
But you weren't charged.
No, I wasn't charged with anything, but I'm saying in that study, those men were arrested and charged.
in some states, if you call the police, somebody got to go.
Someone got to go.
Yeah,
it's
somebody got to go.
us.
And I prefer it to be me. Like
Yeah,
especially with
if
kids
I
at
didn't
the
do
house,
nothing-
I'm not leaving.
Listen,
Like the woman is not leaving the crib,
Yeah.
bro.
if
Like
the
take
woman
me out
is
of there.
the one being violent,
That's
then
fine.
why would I leave? She need to go.
I always look at relationships are a reflection of the man. So if the woman feels like she needs to put hands on
I
you,
don't subscribe to that.
that's how I
100%.
that's how I feel.
do not.
Oh
subscribe to
no,
that.
That's how I
it's
feel.
it's about
Absolutely
self-control. Now I
Yeah.
went to jail several times
look
behind
like
these.
you went to jail.
Yeah,
You
several
look
times.
like you just got
You
off
look like
San
you just
Jacinto.
got out. You look
Listen,
like
I didn't hit that Harris County. I didn't hit the Macawa, all of that, and I called. I got the documentation that proves I've won the custody case. I called you, officer, to defuse the situation. And nigga, you want to look into warrants? This is not a fucking traffic stop.
Exactly.
Nigga, this is my kid I'm picking up from
Exactly my
daycare.
point.
She showed up trying to take the kid. Nigga, help Mr. Badge Man. And what you do, you talking about, oh, you got this warrant from 2007. Nigga, it's 2015. Nigga, even on your credit, it falls off after 7 years. So nigga, what the fuck does that have to do with me right now behind a seatbelt charge or a no tent?
You're real aggressive right now. I would have arrested
Yeah.
you too.
And
Like,
which is why I'm going
you'd have been in the Bing for at least 10
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you need
Nah,
to
no
calm
doubt.
down,
You-
semen
you can't-
retention, all of that.
you
Like,
can't-
you do not need to
Nah,
do
for
anything.
real.
You can't be 6'5" with plaited hair talking to police like that. You're
Talking
going to jail,
yeah,
brother.
In the police's face.
Excuse
That's
me,
not gonna
brother.
work.
Come with us.
And you know how to DJ? Like, nah, that's not gonna work. You're going to
You're
prison, nigga. What do you
locked
mean?
up.
Hey,
buddy.
it does seem though publicly though a man is not guilty until proven innocent.
Completely
Listen.
guilty.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
As a former school
that
teacher,
too. Yeah,
I put certain parameters
Uh-huh.
up to protect myself from anybody even ever saying I did anything.
yeah.
If you're a young lady, you can't come in my class by yourself. If you want to talk to me, you got to talk to me at the door.
That's
or you
good.
got to have somebody with you. Like, I don't, girls try to run up and, hey, Coach Young, give me a hug. No, fist bump.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do none of that. Like, and it's because I've had girls in my class talk about other teachers. Oh, yeah, he be looking at me. I was like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, you
Like,
might as well not have eyes.
You can't just say that he's looking at you sexually.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to prove that
Yeah.
unless he comes and approaches you in that manner. You can't just put that. I don't want to hear no. You can't say that I was looking at you sexually. You don't know what I was looking at. I might not have even been looking at you. I could have been looking through you. There's
Yeah.
times where I'm just in my own head and
Zoned
I'm
out.
just staring,
Yeah.
zoned out.
And y'all got the stuff that go here and the stuff on the eyes and the stuff on the lips.
Hey, right here.
So y'all cause a lot of attention.
Right here, the T. Right here, the T.
I don't like to be like, I know on our show, we like to try to be neutral. I don't like to be a feminist. I don't want to be a pick-me. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Social media is teaching kids trauma that they don't even know about.
Exactly.
So they walking up talking about, oh, he looking at me. You ain't never even really be looked at. Like, you don't know how a sexual look.
That's
and you talking about some stuff that you've never even seen in real life. So, like, I get what you mean by protecting yourself because women lie, men lie, everybody lie. Like,
and they're gonna believe the one who appears to be
innocent looking.
Not even innocent. It's just the patriarchy that it is in the country. He had to have done something.
I mean, you
she
look
couldn't
guilty.
have.
You look guilty right
exactly.
now. Like that's
my
y'all
point.
two actually look real guilty now that I'm thinking about it. Like these two DJs
I look guilty.
Are guilty. Like
but,
in all things.
You know, that type of shit is what steered me away from teaching though. Because I was substitute teaching after I graduated.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
All right, I just learned something new about Phil.
Stop the podcast right now.
Yeah.
What course?
What GTA side mission was this,
What
bro?
subject? What subject?
Believe it or not, I'm very smart. I
No,
mean,
what
I'm just telling you.
subject?
Tavon, tell the niggas I'm smart.
No. What subject?
Oh, it was math. It was math. I taught math. I taught 3rd and 4th grade math. So
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
That tracks.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Talk about a
What
flip a
happened real
brick.
quick. So one of the little girls in the 4th grade class came up to me, gave me a note. Mr. Phil, do you like me?
See?
I took it. I'm sweating. I ain't gonna lie to you. I broke out in the sweat. This is 2007, 6, somewhere off in there. So I take it to the principal. I take it to nigga say damn in the back. Nigga was 4 years old. But look.
Hey, D is gonna cuss us out at the end of this, by the way.
My bad. We get back on track.
Okay. But I took the shit to the principal, right? The principal looked at me like, what you did to cause this?
Exactly.
Man, what?
Exactly.
I say, nah, this shit ain't for me. I'm out this hoe.
Exactly.
Was you wearing jean on jean?
Absolutely. Fuck
because if you wear jean on you know
what I want to wear.
I can see that note. It's clear. You know that? You wearing that Canadian tuxedo.
The chocolate Canadian tuxedo is crazy.
Yo, the chocolate Canadian tuxedo is bananas right
that's
now,
next
bro.
level, bro.
Like that's next level jean on
Hey,
jean.
you the GOAT.
I ain't seen nobody wear a chocolate Canadian tuxedo.
My
brother is
Wait. He's showing the coordination.
My brother's better than Drake right now, bro. He is
Nah,
October
In May.
Bro, it is 101 outside.
I'm sweating right now.
Thank you, Nancy. If the birthday girl say I look good,
you look average. Okay. All right. Now, let's wrap the Diddy before we go into the next topic. That he didn't rap.
He
that's
not
his
rapping
problem.
nothing.
Yeah. I wouldn't either though. I'm going wrong.
That's true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the way it's supposed to be.
Niggas ain't using.
Yeah, we're not using condoms.
Any
Why
man
are we
used
doing
a condom in here in the last 2 days.
Insert smoke detector.
We're not having it. But I do think that drugs are powerful. And access to women and resources is really powerful. And I think Diddy went insane. I think at one point the parties were fun. Like kind of I don't know. I know some people in this orbit. I won't name any names, but I know Jamie Foxx has parties.
Yep.
Okay. Someone who shares a name of mine, we exchange some messages and relax. and they have parties.
Yeah.
Those parties can get leveled up, you know? And then there's the party, and then there's the after party.
Okay.
I think what happened with Diddy, the after party became all his parties.
Yeah, that's it.
And then at some point, you just got to keep going. You can't do the normal stuff because you've done that 100 times. And he just kept leveling up and went insane. I think bro just went insane.
Yeah, man, them drugs.
Them
What
drugs
was it?
do
Pink
it.
cocaine? They say he was He was on and
Silk,
shit.
tell us about peak cocaine.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Bro.
Yeah, that's it. Pink
You're in
cocaine.
the music business. You done peak cocaine. Tell us about it.
DJ,
You're
sir.
a professional athlete also. Tell us about the time you snorted peak cocaine.
I didn't
Look
play in
that camera right there.
I didn't play in the 80s.
My bad. You were in the 2010s.
Yeah.
I thought you played with Lou Alcindor and shit.
I definitely would have
You
did
got
a
the salt
bump if I
pepper, you know
played
what
in the
I'm saying?
70s.
Yeah, I would have
So,
did a bump
been
right
doing
now.
cocaine.
What are you talking about?
I would have did
I gotta
cocaine in the
do a bump to
70s.
get
Nobody
past
really
this
knew what it
podcast.
was. Man, let's
What
party.
does the pink do?
It's the freaky part, I guess.
Why you know?
I don't know.
Why you know so much about it?
Because, I mean, why else would it be pink?
Oh, relax.
Come on,
That's
Nancy.
probably true though.
It's probably true though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's our next subject? Fuck.
All right. All right. So as we wrap this first segment,
Yeah.
I do want to say that while Tori is in prison, I am sad bro got stabbed up 14 times.
I don't want to see nobody get hurt.
Hell
And that's
nah.
why I don't want to go to prison.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine you in chow? You think you about to eat that slop they give you.
Right.
And you may have got one honey bun for dessert.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, you got a piercing pain in the back of your head.
That shit
Bro
crazy.
got stabbed in the back of his head.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Yeah,
neck,
twice.
face, head, and chest.
Yeah.
Oh, that nigga wasn't
They
paying
tried
with
to
him.
end him.
They tried to end him.
They tried to end him.
Wow.
Punctured lungs, both of them collapsed.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Oh,
caused this?
That we being in jail.
What caused this? Because everybody else ain't getting shanked up.
It doesn't matter, bro. Like I think they said that like 10% of men in jail get SA. Okay.
Jesus.
And then another like 20%.
Do you understand how many men that is with the amount of
Oh, yeah,
people
there's-
that are incarcerated?
Millions.
10%?
Millions of men are walking out with
Wow.
have been touched.
Yeah, nah, for sure. You gonna get touched.
They go day 26 when they get out.
Yeah.
They go cry in unison.
Together.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
And that's segment one of
Yeah, that is.
of the Pour Horsemen. All right, we good. Go.
All right, back with another round of shots fired with yours truly, Marie. You know, you can consider me an outlet for men in a database for women. Now, before we it can
New
get real
tagline, who
juicy. It
this?
can get real juicy. So before we dive into today's segment, I want to play this video real quick.
Before you play the video, we want to pivot as the Horsemen because Laverne and Shirley were in the streets.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Before we get to that.
Before we get to that,
and Shirley.
Laverne and
shots
Shirley
fired.
were
They
in
was-
the streets, and it was
They was-
ridiculous that they were in the streets.
Now, I'm not going to tell y'all where they were
I'm not gonna tell where they was at, but they was in the
for
streets
security purposes. But
being strange, and we want to know why y'all didn't represent us appropriately as the Pour Horsemen in the streets.
they was out
We
here
did.
smoking hookah.
Hookah,
They was twerking.
taking shots, twerking.
Pink cocaine.
Y'all were not
It's
serving the
screaming
Lord. Why were y'all
lies.
not doing that?
Live.
Why were y'all not?
live.
You're not on the mic.
Well,
Why were y'all
you're
not
part of
serving the
mic.
Lord?
So
Why were you not
first-
serving the Lord?
Well, we were showing up in a professional manner because we have an event coming up June 1st. Shout out to DJ Silk holding it down. We got the exchange. So we went out to get some footage, you know.
Why
being
were y'all
great
dressed
black.
inappropriate?
No, we weren't dressed inappropriately.
You
Now, I
were
will
dressed
say-
inappropriately.
We were not dressed
I will say
inappropriately.
they were
Skin
dressed very
tight
nice.
fits.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
you
They
you.
were dressed very
I
nice.
look.
Very
I told
appropriate.
y'all.
I had on
Y'all
office attire.
I told y'all need to be covered up from head to toe if y'all outside
You need to
representing the
give me a
Horsemen.
hijab then.
I know. I said y'all need head wrap.
That's wild.
The only thing that should be visible is your eyes.
That's
Why are
right.
y'all doing that? What's
Ghostface
going on?
Killer,
Rock.
baby.
All right, back to your segment. I'm just letting y'all know Laverne and Shirley is wild.
Yeah, they was
We are
outside.
not wild for
And
the
we're gonna-
record.
and-
We had
and
a great
we are
time.
and
wholesome
just so y'all
Christian
know,
women.
And just so y'all know, the Christ Center, y'all know what I'm gonna say next.
start.
Sent us a video of them in the streets.
Oh.
That's gonna be in this episode.
No,
Just so y'all
not.
know, it's gonna make
No,
its
it's
way on a national platform because they need to know what y'all was on.
That's going to
not.
go into a RICO case. Stop
That-
playing.
hey, I'm not
Stop
racketeering
playing.
nothing. Please, please, now shots fired.
Whew. Well,
You see what they did? Come on.
I mean, everybody loved us there
Oh,
We
now,
had a great
now
time.
everybody
They were
loves
very
you.
popular.
Why were they so popular?
because we was promoting DJ
Silk,
Silk.
who that?
Who is that? Who is that, Silk?
Silk, who that?
Who's that in the skin tight dress?
Hey, man. Hey,
Who is
man.
that not representing the Horsemen appropriately?
I didn't have a dress
I
on.
said,
You
them my
didn't have a
sisters,
dress
leave 'em
on,
alone.
so that was somebody else.
They're my
Let's go.
sisters. Leave them alone.
Not
Okay.
mine. Let's go.
Well, that was a whole lot of shots fired, okay? I mean, dang. I mean, but let's get into this clip before somebody else plays something else.
Why does a man feel like he has to sleep with a lot of women to feel like a man?
It's promoted. I mean, I remember when I lost my virginity, I was with my cousin. We were driving to the store. He says, hey, I'm going to stop by my girlfriend's house. And I believe I was, I think 16 at the time. We go in the house and she has a little sister who was very cute. So he goes in the room and he's having sex, and me and her little sister are talking. When they come out, we get in the car. My cousin's driving. He says, "Hey, did you have sex with her?" I'm like, "No." He says, "Did you kiss her?" I'm like, "No, I just met her." He was like, "You a virgin?" I'm like, "I haven't had sex before." When we pull up into his house where all my uncles were, my cousins and my mother, he yelled out, "Hey, Jason's a virgin." The entire house erupted in laughter. So when I looked around at my mother, she was laughing. It made me angry because here it is. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Okay, and I want to say off the record, there's another portion of this video that has not been played, but I want to say, like, I do think it's unfortunate that there is this stigma around men that you have to have sex in order to be considered a man. And y'all got me cracking up.
I'm way too immature for this shit.
But I really think because he was young at the time.
Ice on Phil. He's serious right now.
That sounded like a Diddy origin story.
Hey,
That's really what that sounded like.
Ice on Phil. Go ahead, Phil. How you feel, brother?
I'm listening. I'm trying to go ahead with the question.
I mean, I really think it's like unfortunate, and I think like especially with kids at that age, because he said he was 12 or whatever. Some people don't even know the premise. 16. Thank you. Some people don't even really know like, I can't speak for this generation now, but know the premise of sex, and they don't even know like the mental, the spiritual warfare that comes from it. Well, let me just say soul ties, and when you do have sex with someone, all of that plays a part, and we wonder why men, when they're older, they're struggling sexually or they're struggling from so many different things because they felt so peer pressure.
When you say struggling sexually, what do you mean?
Like struggling,
like ED?
Well, no.
Oh,
no.
You said older.
Like,
yeah. Got Bluetooth for that.
We got blue. If you use our code POUR, POUR.
But more so struggling to get stimulated. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are you've done too exposed to it, then sometimes it's kind of hard to get excited.
Now, you think we're mature enough for this conversation?
I do think y'all are mature enough because y'all all have different perspectives. Because I really want to ask y'all, like, have y'all ever felt pressured by a woman or like by a fella?
Oh, without question, yeah.
And how did that like play out? Like, what age were y'all and all of that stuff?
I'll just say that
because I'm gonna be
most of our first experiences were from women who were probably older than us, who taking advantage is probably the wrong term.
But is it the truth?
But definitely older women probably preyed on, or at least in my scenario, like, hey, you can have this and I'm gonna have it. So like
you was a big boy.
I was 200 pounds at 10. So, I've been, bigger since I've been a kid. And most older women, like I went to prom 4 times, like from 9th grade.
That's crazy.
So it's one of those things where I don't think the woman cares about the grooming of a man. It just kind of happens. So yes, you are labeled as kind of weak. Like I would have hated to walk into a house. It's kind of like that. There's a meme where they say, this nigga eating beans. I know y'all have seen that one. I would hate to walk into a house so it was like, this nigga's a virgin. That would have hurt me. That would have hurt me.
That hurts your spirit as a man. Go ahead, Silk. I'm going to go last.
Nah.
You going to go last?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
Go last.
All right. So my situation where I was pressured was going into high school. I was going into Yates, and niggas is having sex with teachers. Niggas is having sex, period. So I'm one of the cool kids at the school. By the time I'm in the 10th, 11th grade, I still haven't had sex though. But I didn't have sex till my 11th
grade. You see how she did that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
He's talking about 10th and 11th grade.
That is the same thing.
42.
So I didn't have sex until going to my 12th grade year.
Now, mind you, I've only had sex one time. Shout out to my wife. Go ahead.
That's good. So when you at these lunch tables, niggas talking about sex at the
all the time.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
I kind of
lied.
I
know.
Yeah, I lied to. Oh man, you know how you be doing it? Yeah, hell yeah, I know. Man, I didn't know a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So I did feel pressured to do it, and then when it came down to it, I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do. But I figured it out.
Is that how you came up with the name Freaky Phil?
Absolutely.
I don't have a story of, being taken advantage of or anything like that. It was just, we was the same age. And
Damn, you had a coming of age story.
No, I didn't. It was actually a pass around in the high school, but
but you still had a coming of age story though. Y'all were the same age.
Well, yeah.
Like I didn't have.
But she was way more experienced than me.
It doesn't matter. Y'all were still the same age.
To get to what the clip is, and them saying that men feel like they have to have sex with all these women to feel like a man, that ain't necessarily true. I don't feel less manly because I'm not fucking. Vagina just feels amazing. And we're going to try to have sex with them. Like, that's just what it boils down to. I don't think it has anything to do with being a man and not feeling like a man.
But at that age, it does,
that
though.
Shit
Yeah.
just
At
feels
16,
good.
it might. At 16, there is some peer pressure in your community.
Yes.
Especially if you're in a black and brown community.
Yes.
I had partners that were about to have babies.
Yep.
Yeah, nah.
Like
see,
at
that,
6,
that, that wasn't my story.
One of my best friends in college, he came to college with a set of twins.
See, nah.
Like literally came to the school. We trying to play ball. He has twin boys. Like I didn't know how to manage that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at that young age, there is some. Look at this. Give him the mic real quick. Get on the camera too.
He came from the back.
I like
He
that
came
shirt
from the
tape,
back.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so if y'all not doing it to be like a man, I want to know why do after y'all have sex, y'all be so men want to tell other men who they had sex with.
Well,
I'm not like that.
there's I'm not like that.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
But there is a conquest
Yeah.
that men go on. Like
Oh,
Yes.
the mission of being able to conquer something is a real thing.
Yeah, that's-
like
as a
especially if you could take down is crazy.
Yeah.
I need to get that out of my verbiage.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah,
about
go
that.
ahead,
No,
please.
but
I
but
love
it's
women.
retro verbiage.
Retro verbiage.
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially if you get to have coitus
Yeah.
with people that other people might found value in.
Now we need a dictionary.
Did you see my head? I said,
I was
Let's
about
go with
to-
the retro terminology and then we'll get a
ChatGPT that
vocabulary.
shit. Coitus?
Shit.
Shit.
what a minute.
Coitus sounds extreme.
Hello?
Coitus is the act of anyway.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
there is some level of conquest that men do
Yeah.
try to put on each other.
Yes.
Like, hey, this is what I'm on. What you on?
Yep.
That's how we rank each
Pressure.
other amongst each other.
Pressure.
It's
Now,
the natural.
I'll agree
It's the natural competition that comes with us.
Yeah.
Natural
And-
selection.
And
Yeah.
and at the young age for most men, that is our peer pressure. That's where our value comes from. So some of that, and I think something that we're missing is the grooming that we naturally experience. So it's these gentlemen are walking into family reunions or to parties that you might have with the family. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so handsome. Oh, I'm gonna wait for you when you hear all this
Man.
stuff as a
Yeah,
Now
young
you do.
man.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yes.
talks
Ooh,
about
you
that
such a
for
handsome
little
young man.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I hit a
Nobody
few of them
talks
after.
about that.
Like I hit a few of my cousins'
Ooh, if
friends
you
who
was
was like 10
18.
years older than me. That was like, I
Yeah.
can't wait until you get a little older.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you raw.
The grooming.
Oh,
Yes.
my God.
I'ma do that.
And
Yeah.
you talk about
How did we
Laverne and
get here?
Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't have been in the streets. What y'all was in the streets
Well,
for?
okay. Well,
Were y'all passing out pamphlets about the Bible?
Rock,
Was
what's your
not
take
on no
it, Rock?
Mormon
What's your
mission.
take on it,
What you
Rock?
think?
So
Rock?
I was more shocked to hear at the end when he said that he looked over at his mom and she was laughing.
Women do it too.
But that's a difference from a woman and like y'all was saying, taking advantage of than your mother. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's
Nah,
come on now.
like women, and this is maybe my perspective from what I see. If you feel like you had a daughter who was a late bloomer, you feel like that was success because she wasn't having sex in high school. She kind of got out the house. But if your son kind of corny is probably the wrong word, you're like, damn, what I do? Like, why he ain't cool?
Listen,
16 is a pivotal age too.
Yeah.
That's a huge age where that decision is being made for a young man.
No doubt.
listen. I have twin boys. I don't want them to be in the streets. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want them to have those early stories of fumbling through sex with somebody that they don't give a fuck about, or they in a group with some guys and this girl come around and they all hit. Like, I don't want them to have them stories, bro.
They're going to though.
It's tough.
That's
tough.
not
It's gonna
necessarily
It's
true.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't find joy in like knowing that my kids are out here doing shit that they ain't supposed to.
Yeah, we're not saying that you're gonna find joy.
No.
in the
But I'm
reality,
saying
the
there are
human-
people that look at it like, my son out there knocking them down.
Yeah,
Like,
agreed.
nah, nigga, like that's not cool.
But the
to
human
say.
experience is that people will explore themselves, and as parents, we need to figure out a way to communicate with them that whatever you do, you're comfortable coming home and telling me what happened. And that's the problem.
relationship that I'm in the
That's the
process
relationship
of
you
trying
gotta
to
have.
build
Yeah.
See,
with my kids.
what Energizer said was key. 16 is a pivotal age, right?
Yeah.
The ego is being built,
Yeah.
right? The ego can get, ego
Yeah.
is a man's everything.
It's
You know what
fragile.
I'm saying? Not
even
not
as
saying
a
that a woman
grown
doesn't
man.
have an ego, but a man's ego is everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why when a woman want to hurt a man, she go after his ego.
Mhm.
She gonna try to crush his ego.
It's
Right?
fragile.
It's very fragile. So his ego was crushed early, no matter if he was corny, because he was corny.
No
you
doubt.
know what I'm saying?
He might
was.
not have been though. He just ain't fucked yet.
That's true.
Like,
That's aggressive.
And so
Like I'm
He's
just
had-
saying,
okay,
I
entered
wasn't
himself
at
into a
16.
woman.
Oh, wait,
You know what I'm saying?
But look, at 16, I wasn't thinking about. I
Hold
wasn't
on.
trying to have sex.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have something to say.
Oh, come on, my dude.
I always say, you raise your children, but you also have to school them at a certain time. You have to let them know what they're coming up against, what they're going to be faced with. You raise them, but you got to school them.
And
Yeah,
one
there's
thing-
nature versus nurture is what
That
she's
part.
saying.
And one thing
Yeah.
that I've tried to do is stay up on what these kids are saying and like what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter was talking to her aunt, and they were saying something about a vibe or something like that. But I knew in the context of the conversation, they was talking about a boy.
Yeah.
Like, cause her aunt was telling her, nah, no, you don't need no vibes. And so I'm walking in the kitchen and I just hear, I was like, oh, y'all talking about boys? I was like, Mackenzie, I know what a vibe is. Like,
Yeah, that shit
like
just
it's cool.
recycled.
Like,
The
you know
words
what I'm
just
saying?
change.
But I'm trying to bridge that gap. Like,
Mhm.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you can come to me and talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
So I think that what she speaks about with the schooling aspect, there's this barrier that we saw from our parents and grandparents that you didn't discuss certain things with your child. And so we hear it in movies, having a conversation about the birds and the bees. But who's really having the reality of, hey, when you get to this age, hey, you 12, these things are going on. You might have other men around you that are into this, but it's okay to be this way. In this clip, it's important to have a father. It don't even matter if the mama was laughing. I already
Facts.
chopped it up with my old man.
Yeah.
He already put me on game that, hey, being 16, being a virgin is okay.
Yep.
I'm focused on some other things. Now,
Yep.
whereas everybody else go end up having babies or twins coming into college, I'm going to still be focused on the things that I need to be focused on.
Yeah.
And my old man already schooled me and put me up on game that this is okay not to be this dude that's out here only focusing on his sexual side quest.
But
And making that my main mission.
I want to touch on that because, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. You mentioned the age 12. So I went to my nephew's birthday yesterday and he requested to have his birthday party at Hooters.
Respect.
And
Salute, young king.
Nephew. Shout out to
Now I'm a Twin Peaks nigga myself, but I respect where he was going with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nephew, you my nigga.
Hey, we just undid all of the unpacking. We just undid all of it.
Levi, shout
Yeah,
him out.
what's his name? Levi?
Levi.
Levi, shout out, my nigga.
My nigga Levi.
My nerve.
Let's go.
But check this out though. So for their birthday song, what the girls do is either they choose to come out, do the birthday day song with a chicken dance, or the birthday boy has to lick titties off of a plate.
I'm having my shit at that.
My 40 is about to
So
be at.
I'm pretty sure y'all know what he chose. And I'm
titties,
not,
of course.
can I airdrop the video?
Bro, like, hey, Levi, you my guy, bro.
So he chose that.
Can we get Levi on the pod?
He will definitely come on
I
the
need
pod.
Levi on the pod next week, bro.
He will come.
That is a young king.
Yeah,
But
that's the
I
king
didn't know
of the
how to
making.
feel just looking at that. He was going in.
Hey,
He was
they
like,
was
yeah.
the-
I was like,
How
what
old
is
is he?
happening right now?
How old is he?
He 12.
Titties are
Oh
delectable.
my God.
Nephew, come on the show, baby.
He
We gotta
remembered
talk
his
you off of that,
breastfeeding
brother.
days, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my god.
Wow.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
You just exposed your family to his
Yeah, we
freaks.
just-
Okay,
we
Mama,
just
Let me
Mama,
said-
say,
on
let
the
me say
podcast.
this.
Mama.
I was there as well too.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
my perception when they said that he was going to do that, my perception was, ooh, whipped cream and a cherry on top. But they were so plain and so simple. It was a plate with a circle of chocolate with a dot in the middle.
Oh,
Okay, so it
So
wasn't real.
those were
It
the
wasn't
So it
mound.
wasn't,
I
it
got
wasn't
some
what
video.
I was expecting.
Oh man, bro, you had this nigga here sucking titties, man.
This was a boom.
You stay at the house, man.
Hey,
Don't come on the show, nephew.
It was what? Bro, I'm tired of you.
It was subtle.
Hey, take Levi
Man,
to
I
school
thought
on
you was
Monday,
sucking
man.
titties,
But
man.
the fact that
Levi,
he
you need to
did
make your
it.
way to 7th grade, bro. What's
Right.
wrong with you, man? Get out of here, man.
But still,
right.
I'm just like, dang. But you know, somebody did bring up a point. They said you better be lucky he's asking to go to Hooters and see something.
All right.
when it
And
comes
not-
to
yeah,
Hooters
and
versus
that is
something
segment
else.
2.
Man.
But that was another round of shots fired, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in, and I'm giving my social armory.official.
Mm.
And
Spell
I
it.
love
'Cause
y'all.
everybody been asking me how to spell that.
Oh, that's true.
'Cause I
Most people
spell
spell
it like
armory like
armory.
the actual armory.
Yeah.
So you need to tell people how to spell it.
So my name is Unique. So it's ARMOURIE.official. And if y'all want to send me something, you know, some little questions or, you know, some topics for these.
Give me your cash app too.
That's what I was
like.
I swear to God, I was like, she about to drop a cash out.
Give me cash app.
Questions.
Dollar
and
sign
topics.
Armory
with the
official. Give her your cash app. Go
Y'all
ahead.
see, they give me a hard time, okay? They give me a very hard time, but I just
Jesus.
love them. But
Shout out to Levi, brother.
yes, I
slide
love
in
them.
your
Happy
PayPal,
birthday.
Brother,
Yeah.
you a real one. You know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
making, real one. in
One
the
of these
making,
days, you gonna have real titties in your mouth, and you
It ain't
gonna
gonna
be
be a plate one
cut,
day.
You gonna be
cut
blessed.
the cameras. Cut the
But
cameras.
it don't need
cut.
to be at 16. Where's my camera?
I'm done.
All right, so we back. Hot seat with Don P. We don't have a guest, so we're gonna use the audience. All right. So that's true. That's true. Special guest though. Y'all regular and shit. But not you, Nancy. Not you,
Not you, Nancy.
Not you, Nancy.
Happy birthday.
Not you, Nancy.
Happy
Okay.
birthday,
All
Nancy.
right, so
The rest
how
of you
I'm gonna
regular
do the hot
Rest of
seat?
y'all niggas, y'all.
How I'm gonna do the hot seat this week? I'm gonna point to someone. This question is for
Why you ain't up on the $20 scale yet?
Who?
You know what I'm saying? She said she only paid $5. Why she ain't giving us 20? Give us a dub. We can figure that out. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so how we gonna do the hot seat this week is when I point to you, that's your question. You're on the hot seat, okay? So we're gonna start with none other than the birthday girl, okay?
Yeah. Remember, Nancy.
So, Nancy, tell
Yes.
me something that you hid from your parents when you were young.
Ooh, that's
My
good.
baby daddy.
That's not a reasonable thing to hide.
No, literally, like
Okay.
I hid it from my mom, not from my aunt.
Okay. Why?
Wait.
Real quick, make it quick. Why?
Because again, I was a little bit older. I mean, younger, and I'm drunk. I was a little bit younger. He was a little bit older. So when he came to my auntie house,
Into the
my
mic,
mama went
mic,
out of
mic,
town.
mic.
My mama went out of town, so I was staying at my aunt's house in that time frame. So when we figured out my mom was home and she didn't tell us, he went under the house, and it was an old Mexican house where it's lifted on bricks.
Oh, yeah, on the bricks.
So he hid under the house.
Oh, old school.
But I was worth the under the house hide.
I know that's right, baby.
Okay. So my next question is for Tracy.
I told you, bitch.
Why you have to say it
I'm just
like
playing.
that?
Tracy. I mess with Tracy all the time. Tracy, give me your top 3 Netflix series that you've watched.
The Residents.
Okay.
That's something new. Yeah, it's a good one.
Into the mic.
Oh shit, I don't know nothing else. The Residents, All American.
Okay.
That's
It was
good.
on there. What's another
Somebody
one?
help out.
Yeah. You said what? I didn't watch that. I do want to get into Forever. I didn't watch Your Honor.
What you watch?
I be reading books. I be coloring.
What about
I
the
haven't
100?
watched.
Okay,
one.
T. Pass
Yeah,
the T.
huh.
I'm gonna come
Who the
back to
other
you,
T?
Tracy. T, give me your top 3 Netflix shows.
Like current or like all
It don't
time?
matter. All
You
time.
was supposed to
Okay,
be ready by now.
Money Heist.
Money
Money
Heist
Heist
is
is
good.
good.
It's really
That's
good. I
It's
like when
good.
Robin
Money
and
Heist
killing
was
him.
good. Was Breaking Bad like a Netflix thing?
Nah,
Or
that was
Nah, it
A&E.
was-
That was
it was-
A&E.
Oh, it
That
was
Okay,
was
A&E.
I'm not gonna do Money Heist. I ain't gonna do Breaking Bad. What's the other? Ozark.
Okay.
Ozark,
I fuck with
okay.
Ozark, yeah.
Fire.
Like
And then I'm gonna leave out with Forever because that was my most recent.
Okay.
like-
Okay. Silk, this is for you.
Oh shit!
Let's do it.
I thought it was the audience.
Nah, you part.
What?
What's your favorite part of life thus far?
This part.
What is this?
Oh man, that's special right there.
Man, turn this nigga mic off, bro. This part.
Tell why. Tell why, Silk. That's good. Tell why, bro.
I'm not talking about you, nigga.
Nah, get this nigga out of here, bro. Turn the mic off. What are you talking about?
Nah, this is this part of my life. Like I've gone through like a real life, like rebrand almost.
Okay,
it's like a renaissance to where I've lived a bunch of lives, and this is my favorite life that I've lived. Like my kids are good. I'm in a career that I'm happy with. I don't wake up in the mornings and be like, "Fuck, I gotta go to work." Like it's good.
No, that's
it's
dope.
good.
That's
it's
dope.
a blessing.
Okay, Armory. Yeah, you. Okay, what's something that makes you feel good unexpectedly?
Surprises.
Surprises?
Oh.
Like gifts?
Like gifts, something that could be done out of act of kindness.
Mhm.
If it's just like a surprise, somebody just thought about something like, oh, hey, I got this for you, whatever the case is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like flowers too. Sunflowers.
Twin, this is for you, twin. Did your parents have to approve your partner?
I don't have no partner.
When you did have a partner.
You ain't never had a partner?
Yes, I have.
Did they have to approve him?
No, not really. I mean, the first one, yeah, because I was still in high school. It was like a high school leading out of high school thing. Hated him, but the next one, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna throw it to a married person, LP. Did your parents have to approve of your wife?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm grown. What do you mean? They barely approve me. Like any parent.
Okay.
Like
any parent.
Any parent. Like they need to figure out what I'm on.
Okay. Energizer.
I don't know why we're asking him anything.
Yeah, I gotta ask my bro. Energizer. What's the most expensive thing that you've ever bought?
Draws.
An inadvertent purchase was a baby mama.
Damn.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's the
I
one you went
didn't.
to
I
jail
didn't
behind?
know the price tag of it.
That's
right?
why he was on
Kids
Macau.
are expensive,
Yeah,
bro.
that's yeah. So yeah, a baby mama is a high price tag.
First off, bro,
No-
you have
no
a
bullshit.
great voice on the microphone.
Appreciate that.
He do,
Pause.
he do.
But it is really good. Like, what do you do for life again?
We go talk on the side. We go pimp this voice out.
Yeah, because I got to figure out a way to make some money off of this.
I'm
boy.
right with that.
Bro sound like Donnie Simpson
He
in
do,
96.
he do.
And I need to figure that out.
Yeah, we go get this money. But it's that one.
Okay.
The price was very expensive. So when you have a child with that person, you love the child, but you think, "Woo, you cost the price was too high." So that was something I had to look in the mirror
So
one
if I
day and
could
be
do it
honest
all
with
over
myself.
again.
That's the truth.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Okay, so I'm gonna do one for a man, one for a woman. Okay, it's the same question though. Silk, so I'm gonna go with you first. Tell me the time that you blacked out or had an out of body experience.
I'm glad you asked me that.
Probably when I thought my plane was about to crash.
What?
I look forward to those moments.
What?
I
Yeah, 'cause
thought
my
it
dream in life-
was- Oh, I completely lost control of like my hands.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like I was just shaking uncontrollably.
Wow, brother.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
that's the
goal-
only time I just felt completely like out of control. Now, out of body experience, I ain't really probably the time I did shrooms. It was a little bit of an out of body
Yeah, for
experience,
sure.
but it was a good out of body
Okay,
experience.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you do it with someone or the shrooms?
Man, all of us was on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Y'all
like
was crying
6
like
of
day
us.
26?
Nah, we was
Yeah.
kicking it. I was dancing in the club like Terry Crews on White Chicks.
For
I just
real?
could not stop moving, bro.
Okay, pass it to AB. AB is the same question.
AB. Maybe AB's nipples are hard? That's crazy. That's what you said? Oh, I was about to say that's crazy. Like, don't do her like that. She's an educator. Go ahead.
Okay, wait. What was the question?
The question is, what is the damn question, man?
When was the last time you blacked out or had an out-of-body experience?
Out of body experience.
I remember I blacked out. I came to driving down the median of 88. Yeah.
Wow.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were
It
you
was
drunk?
grass, yeah. And I was so thankful.
Were you drunk?
I had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't do drugs, so I definitely have been drinking.
You didn't do drugs.
No. At that point in my life.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Dang, don't put on a spot.
Damn, LP, she might have a job she got to report to
Listen,
on
I don't
Tuesday,
care about her
nigga.
job. She's at the Pour Horsemen. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're here.
Well, AB, you got one more day to work this job before they know that you're a drug.
I got 2 more questions. I'm gonna tell y'all about my out of body experience though.
Oh, this was a segue, so you can open up.
Yeah.
He probably was open.
See, I like
energizer.
I like my bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, so I had an out of body experience. So anybody that plays sports, right? When you get hot.
Oh,
that's an out of body
experience.
experience. Yeah, I scored 67. This is a fact though.
I've had one of those.
And after I scored that many points, I got sick. Like I'm talking about sick to where I needed an IV.
Bro, was you possessed by the hoop demon, nigga?
Like the
I'm
what
the fuck?
For real though. That was out of my experience. All right. So these last 2. I'm gonna throw it to Mama. Diana. I'm gonna throw it to Mama.
Come on. Lil Shay.
Mama Armory.
Mama Ree.
That's a good name.
Okay.
Mama Ree.
If you had a superpower, what would it be, Mom?
To love everybody.
Oh man.
Oh, you must be.
Come on, Jesus.
Come on, man.
She don't like people. Then
She
that's
must
what
have
it
went to
is.
church before she
You got a
came
lot of
here.
hate in your heart. What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got 2 more. All right. Scrooston.
You said 2
Give
more
me
the last 3.
The last 5.
The last
you said
5 have been 2 more.
Scrooston. Still 6 minutes. Scrooston. Give me your top 3 DJ Screw songs.
You talking about albums or mixtapes?
I knew he was gonna have a caveat.
That's how you don't hear a real one.
Both. Just your top 3 that you listen
Scrooston
to.
about to get bricked up. Go ahead.
Somebody said SUC.
Simmer down. The pimp, the still pimping pins with Kiki.
Okay.
The final chapter freestyle, Lil Kiki freestyle on the MC Light beat.
Okay.
And the last one might be.
Which one you was listening to before you got out the car to come in here? Because I know you got an SUC tape for you.
I was listening to Goody Mob on the way here.
I like that.
Dang, what's the last one?
That boy's a savant.
The Lean on the Switch freestyle. I think
Okay,
it was
gotcha. Last question right here, y'all. And this is for everybody. When did you start following or being a part of the Pour Horsemen? So, T, we already know you know. AB, when did you start following? I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm
get
so
her
sorry.
right. It's
Michelle.
Michelle.
When did you start following the podcast?
Why you
or
being so
being
aggressive
a part? Nah,
with
she
it?
was.
You know what I'm saying?
I looked dead at her and called her the wrong person.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect
LP.
Love our brother. You know what I'm saying? It's our brother in Christ right here.
Love Phil.
Okay,
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah, I called her the
You
wrong
rode a
name.
roller
I
coaster
understand.
with him.
And even though me and AB are like,
Y'all had a
That's my
near
sad
death
sister.
experience
And
together.
y'all got red hats on my
That's
bad.
my
I'm sorry.
sad
My
sister.
apologies. My apologies.
that's my twin right there.
All right. When did you start following us or being a part of?
I don't remember the date. or
Not the
month.
date, the year.
What was you going through in life that pointed
Nah,
you
just
to
the
the
year.
point?
We ain't gonna get deep.
No, to be honest,
Uh-huh.
people that's not here anymore, they put me onto the pod.
What year was that?
That was 2023, I believe.
Okay.
And they talked so highly about the pod and how I need to follow it. And so I listened and I loved it. I came and visited one time. I was late, but it was so good. Everybody was so welcoming. So, and this is literally the first podcast that I joined a Patreon about. So I was like, and I've been hooked ever since. So yeah.
Shout out
Glad
to
you're
them
still
brothers
here.
that ain't here, man. That's a good job, man.
I know you said I'm a new
Okay.
listener, but I've been following y'all on Facebook.
For real?
Not on Facebook, but on TikTok.
Okay.
For like 2 years now.
Okay.
And I like to do my research. I don't go on anybody podcast in Houston that got a mic.
Right.
You know, y'all were very welcoming. I like what y'all do on social media. Y'all are always putting stuff out. Y'all are very, in the community. And that's what I really like. I like that everybody is very, together up in here. I can feel it. And it feel good.
It's a big family. It's a
Thank
big
you,
family.
sis. Okay, come on, Tracy.
And y'all come to
Game
Couple
night.
Conversations live podcast here at the Hive June 21st.
Let's go.
June 21st here at the Hive Cup of Conversation.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Cup.
Why are you so horny right now?
She drunk. She drunk. We'll give her a pass.
It's her birthday.
Go
It's
ahead,
her
Tracy.
birthday.
Go ahead.
You mad horny.
Be quiet. It's
Go
okay.
ahead, Tracy.
It's
Let's
okay.
go.
Look, I started following you guys, I want to say maybe 2022.
Wow.
2022. I literally watched every single episode every Monday when I got ready for work. Got invited to come up here at the end of 23. Was like, nah. Came up here in February of 24.
Mm-hmm.
And then you niggas ain't let go of me since.
Nah, you special, Tracy. I mean that really.
Tracy.
Birthday girl. Come on.
25. What year you say?
I said 22.
So I was 21, no? Okay, 21.
In Spanish.
21.
The whole thing.
So empecé con ustedes el 21. Empecé a mirar todos los episodios en principio para fijar lo que estaba haciendo.
That's not
because
true.
Yes, I am a nosy hoe. I
No,
did.
you're
go
not.
To,
No,
yes, I did. Because if you go back, you'll be able to see me writing my little bullshit that I did from years ago.
That is
I showed
true.
the fuck
That is
it.
true.
I
My
don't
bad.
know what she said in Spanish, but if she said she went all the way back to watch the first episode,
No,
she
she-
I know all
she-
y'all business
I got
for
you.
real.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't make me put it out there. Okay, bye, Phil.
Okay. Tweet.
I think I started when you got on, like 21, 22?
19.
20. 19.
19.
In the 19.
Okay, so Bill actually sent me the link when he first got on. I think I've been following since like 21.
You sending out links?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Phil was definitely passing links out in 2019.
Necessary.
You get a link.
Like 2021.
Yeah.
And then I subscribed to the YouTube. The year y'all did the turkey leg cut, the block party.
Okay, yeah. 21.
And then I bullied you into the Patreon.
Boy. I might be smart, but I ain't never been able to be bullied.
Right.
But
Relax.
anywho,
Come on, talk heavy, baby.
Yet here you
I
are.
joined a Patreon on Phil's birthday last year.
You did.
Come on.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, this birthday gonna be wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. Come on, Energizer.
So it would be last year for me.
Okay.
But the leading up to it, I think I followed Silk. I lost my page, my initial IG page. And so in following Silk, I would see all these I was thinking they was just really light-skinned photo shoots. And I was like, man, this nigga loves posting a photogenic moment of himself. But I ain't mad at it. So I would see the small things. And I'm like, okay. And so then, and even prior to that, you guys were at the other location.
Yep.
So I think I just been missing when you guys record. So of course, Billy Sorrell's partner in crime, been knowing him for a long time, and he was suggesting it.
And I got a quick story about Energizer. Just one day, this random brother just started showing up in the back and giving us pre-production notes.
Not for real.
Like I had no clue who he was. He's like, "Hey man, you should try this. You should try that." I said, "Hey, who are you? Like, what are you doing here right now?"
Hey, he's humble, but he's a legend
Nah, he
in
cold.
this city.
He legend.
He's
Yeah,
a
nah, for
legend
real.
in this city, man.
Facts.
And when I was in college, man, you either wanted to be at a party Energizer was DJing or Mr. Rogers.
Yep, that's a fact.
So salute to you, bro. You know,
I appreciate that, man.
flowers.
We opened up that TSU Rec Center too.
Oh my
we terrorized that motherfucker. Now he probably don't remember that, but we was at TSU the same time. But we was terrorizing that rec center. We put them nets to the test. But just being able to see what you guys offer to the community, and then just the humbleness amongst you all, and there's a dynamic here amongst you all that you really don't see in a lot of the communities. There's a love, there's a natural reception that comes in. And yeah, you might look at somebody sideways. I mean, who is this guy? And then eventually, shit, after you show up about 2-3 times, the membership is on. It's like, fuck it, come on, grab something. You here, you in. So the liquor go come from her, and the instructions go come from everybody else. But it's been love just being around and watching you guys, how you guys operate. So it's been a beautiful thing to see you guys move and grow and shit.
Thank
so
you, bro.
yeah, that's from my end.
Hey, BZ.
So I started one of the previous members. We were Twitter friends.
Okay.
And I listened to you guys when I lived in DC, and it was kind of like a somber time. And I really miss hearing like Houston accents. And I just listened and all that kind of good stuff. And then I had a friend who, y'all did the sneaker situation and told me to pull up, and I went and I saw Phil, and I was like, just being my regular bogus. He's like, you should come to one of the shows. And I was like, oh, for real? And I came, and it was Tracy's birthday. And then
You was at the Nike event.
Yeah.
That's right. I was drunk. I'm sorry. Go ahead. And I was hot.
You were a gentleman. It was amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
And then LP
Wait.
absolutely did bully me.
Now I'm always a gentleman, so I ain't any woman.
That sounded crazy.
Well, except for Tracy. I'm sorry.
LP bullied me.
Bully.
Membership.
Joining today.
He said, I saw you smile the whole time.
Get out of lay down.
Right. And it went on auto pay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
He
Oh,
put it on
you
auto-
rich.
And I got all your credit information. Yeah, you're not out. You're never getting out.
He put it on auto pay. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the bully.
Okay. Ariel got an interesting
Now, she got an
story.
interesting
Yeah,
story.
she
Hers
got
is
an interesting
different.
story. Go ahead.
Y'all
wanna
know
hear
I
it.
hate talking on
That's your
camera.
fault.
It's okay.
I
It's
hate it.
okay. Come on.
But I've been with the Pour Horsemen since day one.
Since day one.
Yeah.
I used to edit the videos. I began doing all of the. LP is actually, he was my manager at U of H, and he was telling me, I'm going to get this podcast, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I was like, you should do it. He said, I need you to do my video editing. I was like, okay, I got you. But I'm not a professional, so y'all big now. Y'all got the professionals going.
So when did you get fired?
That's a good question.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking around here.
Let me tell you what happened.
I'm just playing, Ariel.
Let me tell you what happened. So one day,
love Ariel.
both Ariel and I left UH not too far from each other because there was just some shit going on. Yo,
Drama.
Ariel was in there recording meetings and shit, like trying to make sure that she didn't get caught up in nothing. And I was like, yo, I'm leaving too. Don't worry, we all leaving. So Ariel left, and I was like, hey, since you ain't in here no more, we got to figure out this pod thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we just kind of went in a different direction. But Ariel been solid for real. Like
Yeah.
from day
God.
one, I used to talk to her about the podcast. I'm like, yo, you think I'm gonna get fired from the job? Listen to what we was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about doing anal and all kind of wild shit. Yeah. She'd be like, yo, you are getting fired.
Like today.
I said, don't tell anybody. Don't tell
Matter of fact, I'm
Yeah,
going
she'd
to
be
HR myself.
She'd be like, don't share this with, but now mind you, I'm like a director in HR. Like, so
Oh, okay.
she'd be like, don't share.
you
none of this
literally
with-
are
I was
HR.
over HR, yeah.
That's crazy.
She was
He
like,
really
don't share.
HR.
She worked with me.
Yep.
Like, so she was like, don't share none of that though, because you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
But we used to make it work. We did.
that's
We used to
dope.
make it work.
That's dope. Okay, screws. Oh, mama. Come on, mama.
Since last year, since
Yeah, she
Raquel
came,
became a
yep.
part, and I'm a strong supporter of my children and what they do and in their endeavors.
1000%.
And I enjoy coming here.
Okay.
So it's been since last year.
And now, mind you,
You the best mom.
there's only been one person who ever drank me under the table.
Who was it?
Mama Reed.
Mama.
I was
Mama
like, yo,
Reed.
what you on right now? Why you
That's
keep
that
drinking?
Compton.
I love
Compton.
it. Shout out to LA and this thing.
Okay,
All right,
what you got?
Screwston.
Screwston. That's my dog. When you start following us, dog?
Since 2021.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Screwston is another one of our loyal followers, man. He been with us from day one. Bro, he be mad when he miss an episode. He be like, fuck, I gotta work. So I fuck with Screwston. Oh, Marie?
I'm gonna let Dree go in the back. She just walked in.
Oh, okay.
Well, we know when she came.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They came as a package.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? we got Dree
Same,
and
man.
Silk.
Shout
You know
out
what
Dree
I'm saying?
from
the D, baby.
Say, man. Hey, man. I've been waiting on my moment.
Oh shit.
Y'all should have never passed the mic to me.
When did you start following us?
Man, I've been following you since you've been fly as fuck.
Come on.
LP, I've been following LP since he been talking shit. Corey think he's so smooth, but let's get to the bad.
Who is
Gemma.
Corey?
Oh,
Silk.
Silk. Oh,
Jeez.
you and Rock kill me. No,
No,
stop.
this is my real name. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, no, it's
I-
D-Court.
Oh,
thank you.
shit.
And that's
when
why
I
I
found
love
out
it
he had
here.
a D in front of his name, I was like,
I've
what the
been
fuck is-
following
what y'all
y'all.
parents on? Like,
I've been following y'all since y'all gave my brother the opportunity to be a DJ. He wasn't a host or none of that. He
That's
was
a
a
fact.
DJ.
Facts.
Bro, I followed y'all. When I say y'all are so lit, but let me tell y'all something that made y'all a little bit more litter. And it makes me take a couple
That's a
of
word.
more.
yeah, I don't know if that's a real
A little
word.
more litter. Yep.
Okay.
English teacher. Yeah. I'm going to tell you. Rock.
Okay.
Armory.
Yep.
Whoever she want to be.
Yep.
That's that girl.
Okay.
Boo.
Okay,
I love you, Dree from the D. I love you, Dree from the D.
Nah, shout out to Amarito for real.
And we're closing this out after this
Yeah,
as well, because I'm
yes.
tired of this shit. Go ahead.
Because I'm ready to watch the game.
Yeah, y'all fucking up.
Go ahead.
So I started following the Pour Horsemen and just being involved with them when I was doing PR for a cigar lounge out in Humble, Texas. They were
And tell them what I told you when we met. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take you from there.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
He did.
Hey.
He definitely said that.
that's
But it was cool. Like LP was the point of contact, and it was pretty cool. Like when I first came, I was like, okay, because the owners of the place were featured on the platform, and I was like, okay, these brothers got some stuff going on. I haven't seen the dynamic that I saw with y'all in Houston at all, period. So I was really intrigued. I talked to LP after. I was like, man, if you ever need me to funnel guests to the show or anything like that, let me know. Just call me a team player. I'm on board. Like, I got you. And then, sure enough, about a year later, here we are.
Now we can't get rid of her.
Yeah, we can't get rid of her. So
I love y'all.
when Rock came, I won't mention the brand she was with, but when she came, I can't remember who I had a breakout with. But I was like, yo, I think we need to be working with her. So I came up to Rock and I was like, hey, you whatever you're doing right now, let me know what you need and we're going to figure this out. Now, it took a year. It did take a year.
Yeah.
But at first, there wasn't any plan for her to be on the show. Y'all didn't know it, but I had already had planned for her to do something on the show.
Okay.
Like that had already been in the recess of my mind for about a year. Because I thought she was a journalist separate of what she was doing in PR. So I would tell Rock when we started working together, I was like, yo, you're not doing what you need to do. Like you're not maximizing your potential. You need to be doing more. You need to be doing more. And then she brought Shirley. Who's Laverne and who's Shirley?
Shout out to my girl.
Yeah. So then when I started seeing them work together, I was like, nah, we got something. Let's figure it out. So D be getting mad. Y'all don't know D on the mic, but she be getting mad at us because we don't follow any of the stuff she asks us to do.
Yeah, she's gonna cuss us out at the end of this, by the way.
Yeah, we be having a whole rundown.
None of what you're saying
Nothing that we said
was
made
in the
rundown.
text thread.
Correct. But then I was like, I think I went to D first, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna put Rock on the show. And then I said, I'm gonna talk to the fellas. I don't care if they agree, but they will, and they did. So we're grateful that you decided to just get on the mic because you didn't have to do that.
I
You did not.
y'all.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all.
We've had a variety of things happen to us in the last 6 months.
Facts.
Some self-inflicted, some not.
Yep.
But at the same time, you being willing to lend your voice to this space. I'll also say hold your horses. John, Tracy, and Nancy were the linchpins there.
Yep.
And that has morphed into a bigger thing. I appreciate them
for sure.
lending their voice also. But where we're going, like in the next 6 months, will be incredible. You know, I do dad things as well. You know, this is what dads do. You know, we talk about vision and what's about to happen.
Yep.
But I'll also say that I appreciate Silk and Phil because we be having long conversations y'all don't even hear. Like we be podcasting pretty much every day, trying to figure out what the hell is going on with our life.
Fact.
And none of us know what's going on with our life.
Not
like
at all.
most days. So to have camaraderie of these two brothers amongst what we're doing has been really important. And I'll shout out one more person because Bone is in the back.
Yep.
And y'all don't know what Bone be doing. Like, but he's really integral in what's going on. I'm not going to talk about the YNs because they get paid. But Bone don't get paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He show up and give us his time all the while we're doing this. So just wait on the Pour Horsemen. We got some shit happening. And y'all gonna be surprised.
Tavon's like, what about me?
Nah, Tavon is our fourth photographer. We can't include the fourth nigga that's in here now. You know what I'm saying?
He's been the best.
Shout out my boy Tavon, man.
Tavon's problem is he want to get paid the same day. He should wait. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna call him out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm too honest sometimes. But amongst everybody who is here, everybody who is here right now is like really family.
Family, yeah, for sure.
Like T, my bad, you getting this. You might as well start crying. You know, but amongst the people who are in here right now, y'all have really propelled us, believed in us, and also stayed with us during the transition when you didn't have to.
Yep.
because many of you came from a different environment, but you decided it was worth your time to continue to support us. And we appreciate that. We love you all for that. Because we do this for us. At the same time, we do this for you all and the thousands of the people who listen to this on a weekly basis. So, Phil, thank you for making Hot Seat. Yeah. Rock, thank you for doing Shots Fired. Silk, thank you for doing music. I'm actually going to make a segment next week.
Oh, snap.
Shit.
Wait a minute.
I got an idea, but
did you name it yet, or you gonna stick
I
with
think
that?
I have a name.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Nah, it's not.
It's not. It's not Nasty. Y'all already know my nickname is Nasty Nate.
I thought it was Liquor Blow LP.
I never knew that.
But anything else anybody want to do before we wrap this episode?
Nah, just thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
And happy birthday, Nancy. That's
Happy
for real.
birthday, Nancy. You are the best thing ever. Seriously. We appreciate you.
And I'll add our first patrons were Nancy and Miss Shirley.
Come on, man.
And Miss Shirley, we have been praying for you.
Yep.
I personally know what's going on.
Right.
So I won't share, but just know that you've been in our hearts and in our minds.
For sure.
And we want to encourage you and your family in what's been happening. So we appreciate you as well. And that's episode what?
349.
Get us up.
We love our Patreon.